on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are back in the underground garage and we are working back on the Foxbody. I know it's been a while, but we went a completely different direction on it and it just took a little while to accumulate all the parts, and we've also been busy. But Sly has been working on this thing and we do have quite a bit of updates for you. Now, we did film this way after we got all the original footage you're about to watch, so ignore the blower, pretend that's not there. Pretend it's not green. We're pretty much just gonna jump right into this and we're gonna show you where we are with this thing and how we got here. So let's just jump into this video. This is where we are with the Fox right now. Sly got the motor all torn down, so if you guys want to know how we got to this point, we have a video of the cam install videos on our channel and on our website, but I'll probably link them down below or in the card up here somewhere. So basically, he just went ahead and put the head studs in. What we're going to do now, we actually have a VVT delete kit for it that we're going to be installing. The cam we have going in this motor is our L83 Turbo Max cam. Now, no one actually has, or that I've seen, an actual L83 turbo cam. It's kind of a max effort cam for a single turbo. We're going to be running a Garrett G42, or if you want to run something similar in that size with a Borg Warner, like the new 72, 73. Basically, got the motor all cleaned up, so we're just going to slap it all together. So we're back. For you, it's been about a second. For us, it's been almost like 6 months or something waiting on parts. We're back on the Foxbody stuff. We got a pair of our valve covers here. I don't know if these are going to stay on here, but I just wanted to see how they'd look, so bolted them on real quick. But this is the 5.3 for the Foxbody, and we got a McLeod, the RXT dual clutch, and if you didn't know, I don't know if I can show you guys, it's got a pilot bearing from a 2010 Camaro. And then another thing to be careful with when putting a TR60 in to an L83 is you need the spacer here. ICT Billet sells that spacer, and they include longer dowel pins, bolts, hardware, stuff like that. So here's our engine right now. Here's a TR60. This one's out of a 2014 Camaro, so it's not an LT, but McLeod slave as well. That clutch kit is from LSA, so it's got the 8-bolt flywheel. Now on this TR60, we had to shave down about 5/8. It looks like he went a bit more, but roughly you shave down 5/8 right here on the splines. Otherwise it gets caught on the flywheel, and I'll show you why. This is a LSA TR60, and you can see right here, it's I know it's a little dark, but you can see right here for focus, it's smooth, and then splines. That's why you gotta shave it down. I don't know if I haven't checked the Gen 5 stuff to see if they're like that, but the LSA is like that. It's an LSA clutch, so that's why we had to shave those down.
Say this one last time before the end times come alive. This is another way out. Avoid the nuclear fallout. Stand up, just be knocked down again. Face down, everything's spinning in my head. Lied to, fucked with, spit on, forgotten. Betrayed by a world that I was brought up in.
So we ended up cutting out these panels for the fenders for some reason, I guess weight savings. And then we ended up cutting a big chunk of the firewall out, putting a smooth piece of metal on there so we can put that Willwood bracket right there. So then we can run the clutch pedal and the clutch and brake pedal with the individual front and rear master cylinders. And then we pretty much got the whole dash out. He's got the pedals mounted. You can see he's got the balance bar right there, and that's kind of the firewall patch that he did right there just to kind of get it going. We also have a steering column, the Sweet Manufacturing steering column, the collapsible, So with the quick release. So that'll be going next. I think we're welding a bar from side to side, I think, I'm not sure, in order to mount that more securely. So pretty much just mounting the gas pedal. Actually, what we need to do is we got the master cylinders on order, so once those come in, we'll get those installed. But that's pretty much it, guys. L82 intake, we're gonna be running on it with, we're gonna be adding port injection, so we'll have a port injection kit available. I don't want to say too much about it yet because I don't have all the details kind of ironed out. But yeah, once the masters come in, the two masters come in, we can kind of start figuring all this out. Hopefully we can get this knocked out by the time we have all that stuff, and we can put the motor and trans together and then get it in the car. So we have our own mounts now that mount, so there's no more adapter plates needed. Before we had the adapter plates, it was real early when we had the motor fit in here, but now we don't need the adapter plates anymore, so hopefully the motor will sit a little bit lower. And I know the oil pan will clear because it's way thinner than the Holley oil pan is way thinner than the L86 pan, and that thing just barely didn't fit. So it rubbed on the steering column just enough to make it a problem. So we're gonna keep on slapping this motor together, and then I guess we'll get back once that's done. Alright guys, so we got the drivetrain in. I didn't record it because they just started throwing it in there, so we got it in. It's a little further forward than we originally wanted to put it, but because of the lines we're going to run on the back and the easy access to the back, and then we have plenty of room, so we're not running any accessories really. That's kind of where we feel we're going to leave it. But I don't know if you can see. You can see the spacer back there for the trans. But yeah, the new motor mounts, because we don't have to have the adapter plates anymore, lowered the motor just enough. Definitely need the Holley pan because it barely clears. So I thought we'd have a bunch more room, but not the case. But it does clear. One real quick update on the inside. We did strip it all out, and then we also, as we were stripping it out, we found rust in this area. So what we did is we just pretty much replaced this section of the floor. And I think we still have to seal it, but that'll be taken care of. And then I believe next is just getting back over there with all the steering column and stuff like that. So that's a real quick update on what's going on in here, or what's been taking so long. Is pretty much just patching this up, and then you can see the TR6060 back there. So we need to get a shifter for that. And if you guys want to see more about this blower, I tried to fit it with the center mounted water pump. Didn't work out. So this is actually a 1-of-1 4.5 liter Whipple for the Gen 5 LT, and it's actually got provisions for port injection. Frankenstein was selling this thing for a while. I hate this color, man. I know you guys love that color, but I hate this green. It's green, but they gave us a good deal on it. I couldn't pass it up. I don't know what we're gonna do with this thing just yet. It's set up for a truck drive, so it's a 10 rib, and they had the pulleys for the truck water pump, the L86 pump that sits way out here to the side. So I ordered the balancer for that, and I ordered the pulley for the blower, a 10 rib, all around. The plan with this car is still to go turbo. There's our mock-up Borg Warner we were originally going to use, but I think we're going to use we're going to use a G42 on this one. If you guys follow us on Facebook or Instagram, you know we're big Garrett people, so I'm swapping the G42 on here, or a 45 if they become available. Garrett. That's pretty much what's going on up here. Continue on the turbo stuff unless we just decide to rock this Whipple. But we're most likely sticking to the turbo. We actually have all the fittings for the remote water pump, or all the adapters from Motion Raceworks. We got quite a bit of other things we need to start on this thing. Again, the next thing is probably work on getting the steering shaft made. And we also have the roll cage for this thing sitting over here. I think once we get the interior done, that's probably the next step. I don't probably get this thing in there and weld it up. I'm not sure. I keep saying it's the next step. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. Probably do as much as we can on the inside before we put that cage in, so we utilize our space. Like I said, Sly's been knocking it out. It's just a bunch of little tedious work, much like the Bel Air you guys saw at montage. But once we get more involved in like setting up the steering and stuff like that, we'll probably get back to filming on this thing. But for now, I think the next project is that thing, which will show you what we have for that. Alright guys, and that's going to do it for this video. That's a quick update on the Fox. Again, hopefully as soon as Sly finishes up a lot of this tedious stuff we got going on, we'll jump back on this thing. And then next time I'm either going to show you, we have the V6 to V8 swap video we're working on right now. We have a few other videos. We're behind like 9 9 or 10 videos. But like I showed you earlier, we do have the Silverado over here. We'll be doing something with that. We'll hopefully show you guys real soon what we're doing with that thing. But for right now, it's super hot here. We did add the Foxbody kit to the website. So if you guys, a lot of you guys have been asking me for parts and what we use and stuff like that. I finally pieced the kit together. We finally got it on the site. We don't have pictures quite just yet, but it does include a front drive. It does include that center mounted water pump and the power steering stuff. So we finally got that up to the site. If you guys are interested, I'll link it down below. But that's gonna wrap up this video. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, share. We'd love to keep showing you guys the Foxbody build stuff and a lot of the other builds we got going on. There's a lot of things you guys haven't seen yet. But until then, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you on the next one.
Look outside yourself and watch the chaos unfolding. Flashing all the